Hello, welcome to Ghost Pepper Lollipop, where the takes are spicy, the host is sweet, and we engage multiple things. Can be true at the same time and often are. It is a call-in day. Today you can call me. Have all stuff and things set up and you can call me. I have prompts. I have call-in prompts. That's probably a scene I should have gone to when I came in. I do other kinds of streams though, so you know, I don't know. I got my little main screen. I don't know. I like it. I like it that way. I like it that way. Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you all? How is everyone? How is everyone today? I hope everyone is well. Hello, Kaya. Hugs. Matty, hello. So good to see you. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Bro, hello, Lolly. How are you? I hope everybody is well today. What have y'all been up to? So I've been doing the research for this week, and oh yeah, I know, honey thoughts. I've been doing the research for this week, and this week is actually going to end up being probably a 3-week discussion. What we talk about beginning tomorrow is probably going to be a 3-week discussion, just so that everybody is aware. We will be discussing what I am calling the block-shaped balls and mini dick saga, and we're going to cover it from a few intersections, because this case is wild and it has a few intersections. It has the intersections that we discuss most often. So tomorrow we'll sort of do an intro and what the average ass American manufacturers consent for, because they don't understand the system. So we'll do that aspect tomorrow, and then we're either going to go into the Mormon aspect next, or we're going to go into the homosocial aspect after that. I haven't decided quite what order I want to do. I feel like I want to end with the homosocial ick, because I feel like I can wrap everything in the ick pond, because it's all the ick pond, y'all. It's so all the ick pond. So that's what I'm thinking about how to do it. But it's probably going to be a 3-week saga, and it needs to be, because we don't have great object permanence, and the bad guys in this case are kind of counting on our lack of object permanence. So that is the plan for this week. Today, if nobody wants to call in and chat with me about my prompts, I do have a couple of things that I haven't yet watched that we can react to and discuss. It'll depend on what direction that goes. So, I already asked how is everybody. Okay, I need just a moment. I have not finished my ablutions. My ablutions are medicating me because pain. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. And today, oh my entire gravy. Holy, y'all, the rude way that I was awakened this day. This day, I was awakened rudely. I was awakened rudely, not by just anyone that would do a rude awakening. No, I was awakened by the person that should not try to discuss anything with me prior to coffee and medication. Now, I mean by this a genocider colonist, okay? Colonizing genociders, those are the people that should not discuss anything with me upon my wake up until I've had, 2 cups of coffee in a bowl or 3. Then I can probably be humane in my responses. However, when the colonizing genocider calls me before I've had and tries to get responses, plus they texted me, which is really bad form on their part. But anyway, before I've had either coffee or medications, this is a pretty bad form. You should not do that. If you do choose to do that and discuss your genocide and try to gaslight me into believing it's self-defense, I may lose my shit on you. I may. However, I am a little butthurt because if you are all going to text me and say, yes, I'm going to have a discussion about this with you, and then I ask you a question, if I have answered your question, is it not polite for you to then answer mine? So my question that I posed to them, and I would still like the answer to, is why is it okay during a self-defense action to imprison, rape, and torture children? I mean, if you could just answer that, we might just have a conversation. Stelmanella, I mean, you are welcome to call. We'll have the talk. I mean, some of them are deeply closetedly homosexual and too afraid that some man will steal their man card to actually go touch the pee-pee they want to go touch. So, I mean, that exists within the homosocial ickpon. It is homosociality, though. And I mean, normalizing a hard conversation and just getting through a conversation with personing everybody is kind of the goal. The goal is to have a hard conversation. If you end up thinking about some of the things that I say, I win, you win, society wins. It's beautiful. If we just get through a hard conversation, still being willing to talk to one another again, I win and you win, And I think chat wins too. I don't actually believe they can change my mind on much. I mean, there is my beautiful friend Carla who did catch me out on being wrong on one of the prompts, but it was only semantically. But if you want to do that, I'll let you. That can be funny. I'm here for whatever at this point. I know you have been through the ringer, honey, and everything is very active and loud for you today. And neurodivergent people with trauma and have loud, big events happen, it's hard to deal with. So big hugs, honey, and you've got this. You fucking got this. I wish we had more than validation and love to offer you. We will give you all the love and the validation. That is another thing we like to do here. I will also just validate men that want to talk about how the socialization affects them, the stuff that they can see having worked on this stuff and that they can see are actually the damaging, harmful things. If you're not coming up here and saying it's mine and other women's fault that the harm has come to you, and you want to talk about how it actually came around, we can do that too, because I think it's incredibly valid, especially for other men to hear men say, look, I see the problem and it's this patriarchal action or whatever. So I think that that's valid as well, but I'm here to have any conversation. I do think a lot of these men are homosexual as well as homosocial. Now, unlike the people in the society, I'm queer, so I don't find anything abnormal or wrong about homosexuality at all. I find it weird when y'all are more worried about some guy waving your man card in front of you than actually being a person and trying for happiness and cohesion with your fellow humans. That I find a little odd. Does the bot thing go onto the, I didn't notice if the bot thing goes onto the chat. It's just looking, because the chat shows up on the screen, and I don't know if the bot chat does. I was just curious, because Purple Team has some pretty cool stuff that chat has helped write that will pop up if certain things are discussed, and I love it. I love it! I want to know if they show up. Alright, let me move my medication screen is removed. Yeah, sometimes I have to medicate, and the red team is not as medication friendly. They get, I don't know why. It's weird. It's weird. It was like, I'm an adult in a state where it is legal to make sure that I don't cry due to arthritis. Like, what's wrong with you, YouTube? Why are you mad at that? Oh, y'all, my ear. I don't know if I just need to stop putting an earbud in this ear, or... Oh, I don't know. It is so icky again today. I guess y'all don't know. Yesterday I was complaining to those in Discord that my ear was acting infected and mean. We had Dungeons and Dragons yesterday, and since nobody's calling in and I don't feel like putting the videos on yet, we are going to talk about how my Dungeons and Dragons team made me, the Game Master, cry. They made me cry. Okay, so for those that do not know, I run a D&D campaign with some friends in the Discord, and we are, I don't know, we are months into this campaign. I think we're probably 3 or 4 months into this campaign already, because we play once a week, and so we're probably 3 or 4 months into this campaign, like a lot. So we started this campaign 3 or 4 months ago, and one of our chatters bought us this. It is Tyranny of Dragons. So it's Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat. And oh my, worst written campaign in the history of campaigning. It is pretty badly written. I love y'all, great campaign, love the campaign, not written in the best form. However, love it, still, no shade, gives me lots of room to be creative, and I have been. I have taken all of their little, like, silly shit that they come up with and run with it, for one thing. So there are boogie bombs in their world, where if you throw a boogie bomb at somebody, there is a non-zero chance that they will dance until they die. Because if they cannot pass a dex saving throw of 15, they're done. They're done. They just dance until they die. We have an interesting team. So, like, of course, my squad is not like super fight everything. It's a lot of it's roleplay. We do so much roleplay because that is the heart of, like, the healing feely parts of D&D, and that's the part that it's hard to get people to do. Like, it's hard to break out of our shells and our concern for what people are going to think and say of us, or how we're going to look at ourselves when we get silly or step outside of this thing we have to project for society. So it's really hard to feel safe and comfortable role-playing. So I'm really lucky to have a team that has made each other feel super safe with role-playing and super good about it, because we do a lot of really good role-play. Hence how they made me cry yesterday. So in this campaign, in the very first part of this campaign, they role-played so well that they ended up managing to get themselves a few dragon puppies. Now, what are dragon puppies? Well, dragon puppies are baby guard drakes that the Cult of Dragons was using to guard some black dragon eggs that they intended to use against humanity, whatever. So that's essentially like where the baby dragons come in when we get there. But everybody has their own like backstories and storylines and everything. And so one of the characters um has actually like left, and the player has a new character playing, but the character hasn't left. The team buried him up to his neck in the middle of the road, but somebody dug him out, and because he was a like core part of the campaign, he keeps coming back to the dismay of some other party members. But he has a very key point. And anyway, this campaign, I have been able to build like 2 or 3 side stories on top of it, and I've allowed every character to like add their own backstory flavor to it. And so we have a lot of different, like I twist a lot of the pre-written characters and stuff and give them flavor that matches the other players like backstory and stuff. So this week we got to this place at the foot of these ice fire mountains, and it's called Carnath Roadhouse. And one of our characters, Yo, is a furbolg whose entire society was taken out by a freak rock slide. And they got to find 3 members of their society there at Carnath that were alive and well. So that was pretty cool. And it made me cry because I am a sappy, squishy person. Very sappy, squishy person. We have completely taken this book and like, okay, I'm rewriting this my way, I'm rewriting this my way, this is going this way, and we've changed it all manner of ways. It's quite fun. So if y'all need friends or need society or just need a little play therapy, get yourself a D&D team. It is quite good for your heart and, you know, your mind. Your whole brain loves imagination play. Give your brain good things. Give your brain all the good things. And we have some friends doing sort of an emergency fundraiser. So I'm going to do a shout out for Purple Team. If y'all run over there, we have an emergency situation. And like I have the link here so that if you want to help the party, you may, but if you run over to Vitingale is running an emergency fundraiser. So if y'all don't mind, at least drop a lurk, drop an emote or something in the chat, because that's one of the ways that that Purple Side has changed how they count viewers and stuff. So like drop an emote or something. That way the Vitingale's watch count can go up and get more notification, and we will just try to remember to SO every few, well, I don't know. I'll try to remember to SO regularly, and that is where we'll be going if they are still live when we are done here. So that is an emergency fundraiser for a comrade who had a situation. I don't know how much I can say because I don't know how much I can say, but they had a situation and they need to be able to get to safety. So if anybody is able, excuse me, they do that as well. Over here, this is the link to give assistance. Let me just drop this over in my other spaces. Here you go, green team, red team. If you want to help a person become safer. Oh, biscuits and gravy. I hate how red side doesn't let me have as many characters. Hang on. Big. Okay, this is not. Maybe a different way. Here is the link, red team. It will not let me give you the blurb and the link, unfortunately. You'll have not enough little characters allowed. However, if you would like to discuss one of my prompts, which is over there, yeah, those right there. I have several prompts there. If you would like to have a discussion, a hard discussion, get through it, still seeing each other as people, we can do that. 720-927-6768, extension 800. I do match energy, but I think that we can get all the way back around to treating each other like people. What do you think? You want to try? I think we can do it. I think we can have a hard conversation. We may not be able to change each other, but we'll give each other things to think about and get through a hard conversation. Prove to yourself and one another you can do it. Got this. Even. You can just take advantage of the opportunity where you have a captive audience for a moment that will have to listen to your shenanigans, at least briefly. And you have that option as well. Or if you just want to have a good talk and just chat with me because everybody's chicken poo and doesn't want to call, then you could do that and we could just chat. That's a thing too. I would allow it today. I would permit it. It would be okay with me. You can tell me weird stuff about religion if you want. I like that kind of discussion too. I love it when Queer Sats calls and tells me weird shit. Crystal Cat, hello. Did you get your pride tattoo? Did you put it in the Discord for us? Yay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yay, congratulations. I love this for you. I hope you love it so much. Hope it is everything you wanted it to be. Yay! Oh, I'm gonna get to see it. Anybody in the Discord will get to see it. Those of you that are not in the Discord, well, you have to know somebody in the Discord to get in the Discord, so I don't know what to tell you. If you don't know anybody in the Discord, I don't know how to get you in the Discord. I guess you have to show you have home training to the people in the Discord. When we did this rebrand, because I've streamed for many years. I know some of you look at like 2 of my accounts and are like, My special account that I've streamed on the longest, I changed the spelling so it's harder for you feral fuckers to find. Anyway, I have been streaming there for like 6 years this year. Like 6 years this year. It's wild. My 5-year affiliation is next month on July 16th. So we will celebrate my affiliate anniversary next month. Which should be fun as shit because my birthday is also July 5th. And I will be 49. And I look good for 49, so suck it. And so we will have all of that next month. But I've streamed for a long time, so my special like Discord space is kind of still set up only for like the people who were with me when I was just sculpting butts and discussing culture, you know? And so I have it set up to where that place is still locked down and you have to know somebody there to get in there. Aw, thank you, Matty. You're so nice. Happiness looks good on people. I'm just saying. Self-respect, self-love, and happiness just look good on people. It just does. So if you do not want to look like the Crypt Keeper, go do your self-care, do your self-love, do your mirror work, and you too will look good. But, by the way, just so you know, chat, girl, you look good. Did I tell you yet? Girl, you look good. You look so good. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to fill my coffee real quick because throat things. It would be. Oh yeah, I should do this thing. Here, have this, and have this. And then I shall return. There's no coffee yet. I have sad face. I have sad face. I may cry. I'm having a moment. There's no coffee yet. I'm gonna do the bird thing. I used to be told as a kid that if I stuck my tongue out like that, I'd better be careful because a bird would come around and poop on it. But shit. There's no coffee yet. And there's no callers. Callers. I mean, do you have excuses? Did you do something naughty? Were you like Donnie?
And you switched the files in your special box for porn DVDs.
Is that why you don't want to call chat? Is that why? Did you switch the files in your secret box? Yes, that was incredibly random. We're watching Orphan Black again, and I am fascinated by it. And I just set the soundboard back up. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. It's been crashing of late. Hey, Carla, welcome in. Good to see you. Hello, if you would like to discuss any one of my prompts with me, you can. You can totally discuss them. 720-927-6768, extension 800. I am waiting for the day that somebody asks me my phone number and I give that number. Holy. Alright, I'm going to the Discord right now, Crystal. Like I said, for anybody that's not in the Discord, I'm sorry for you. I don't know. Show the people in the Discord that you're non-feral. That you got that good home training. Where did you put it? Is it? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where you put it. Ew! I see a Lucifer. IA is coming to my house. I'm just like going through things. Oh, I love it, Crystal Cat. Oh, that is so good. I love the little rainbow tail poof. Oh my gravy. Oh, that is so fucking cute. Unicorn kitten. This is fantastic. Well done. Good choice on the tattoo. I love it. That is so cute. So fucking cute. Let's go. Congrats. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I love that for you. It turned out so cute too. I love the little seed stuff. Oh my gravy. It's very, very good. That is very good. It's awesome. Happy Pride, all. That is a good tattoo for Pride. Let's go. Hey, somebody, buy us tattoos for Pride. That's what you could do. I'll give you the link. Actually, I really just still need a bed, and I would probably just still spend it on a bed. I would still spend it on a bed. Because the floor, I don't know. The floor creeps me out. The floor creeps me out a little bit, but my back can't handle the pillow top, and so I'm screwed. A fast healer? Well, that's awesome. W's for being a fast healer. Remember, keep it creamed well, and your colors won't fade as badly if you always just lotion yourself well when you have ink. I have ink that's like 30 years old that still looks freaking fantastic and has never been touched up. I think I can show you without too much fuss. Yeah. That one is 30 years old. It's not been buffed up. So, lotion your ink. Eat well. Thank you. I don't know why I did that. That hurt my back. It was not well done on my part. And it was not smart of me. It was not. It hurted. It is not a position that my hips are happy with me choosing to put them. Oh, okay. I have regrets. You've seen me have regrets. I now have regrets. I have painful regrets. I know I'm always saying no, I have no regrets, but today I have them. I have just done a regretful thing, and I'm regretting it. I'm regretting it actively. Active regrets. Call me and laugh at me for my active regrets if you feel you must. 720-927-6768, extension 800. I will laugh with you while I medicate my regrets away. Because, ooey, that was silly of me. I know better. I so know better. Oh, okay. And also, I'm going to go ahead and shout again because there is an active emergency fundraiser going on to help one of our comrades in a dangerous situation that just escalated today. So if you will go over here, that is where you can find those in solidarity doing the fundraiser. And this next link, this is if you can add some help to our friend who is in emergency need. This is where you can go and do so. There was a violent escalation, so we are trying to make sure that we show as much solidarity as we can, even if you can't help. If you can just go to the first SO that I dropped for Vidingale, just run in there, say hi, give some like virtual hugs and show some solidarity. Even that is enormous when things like this happen. Showing the person who's going through it that they do have love and care around them is valuable. It's one of the reasons why we do a lot with our Solidarity Saturday stuff, where we try to make sure we validate people. That's one of the things we do here, by the way, is we do a Solidarity Saturday stream, and during our Solidarity Saturday stream, we will play music, the music that people need to vibe on, because, you know, you need different music for different moods. So we'll play music. We have the 3 best music playlists on all of the socials. I'll die on that hill. And we play through those lists, we play whatever chat brings me in links, and then we add music to those lists. We play those lists regularly when it's just purple and green team, because their platforms are a bit more forgiving in that vein. And then we always validate one another, and we give each other a lot of love and squish on each other in chat. So if anybody needs a little validation, Saturday is when you can come and the entire chat is validating, and we just squish on each other. And then we often play some silly games, whether it's Jackbox games. I think we're tempted to do this cheese wheel game. There is also Gartic Phone is one that we haven't played yet that I want to play, but we play a lot of like Fibbage and what are the Fibbage and Bracketeering are 2 favorites, and then Quiplash. I have fun with the Quiplash one, but that is what we do on Saturdays. So if you need a little uplifting this weekend and you need to let go of all the ick in the world and have some people just uplift you and validate you, please come to stream and we will do so. However, if you are in the red team and you don't know where to find these wonderful, amazing weekend adventures, here you go. I will give you a link right there. Now, I do have another platform, but you have to earn the right to be there because, well, it's a safe space. And so if you show that you have excellent manners, you just may get invited over to the hidden team. Also, I am working on remembering to update my Patreon more. I'm working on it. I know that I have not always been great about it, but I am working on doing more with my Patreon. And I want y'all to know that I do have one, so let me give y'all that as well. Yes, I know the update is coming. I know. Show me my page though. Let me find my page here. It's weird how it's set up for. I just want to share it. And I'm hoping, I think that there might be a way to go live there, but with what the Patreon CEO just came out and did in supporting one of their creators so fully, I definitely want to be, why does it say it that way? That feels weird. Hang on. Let me try something. Sorry, my brain. I see something that doesn't look right, and I'm like, I don't love that. I don't love how that's set up. Aha. No. Okay. I don't know why. I guess it just won't let me. Oh wait, here. Ha. All right, I've got it. I've got the link now. I think it's this link, not the first link. Okay, that. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here you go. Here's the proper link. And so I'm working on, why is it doing the long dirty link? That is so wild. I hate that so hard. Okay, either way. Sorry, my squirrels are like, ew. I am working on making sure that I keep that updated and that I get some, it'll probably be unedited VODs. I'm not even gonna lie, just because there's so much to do. It will probably be unedited VODs, but I'll get some up there for folks, and that way you can just kind of go through them as you will. And then I am looking to potentially, because they have chats now and things, so I'm probably gonna add some like chats and things into it. But I'm looking for if they allow us to go live, and if they do that, we'll probably do more live stuff there as well. Just so you know. It's telling me to, I don't know, my squirrels are squirrel. Let's go. Oh. Okay. It's kind of cool that they're finally showing, like, combining the creator and member. I don't know. I didn't hate it. The way it was. It's just kind of nice now that I know that when I go to the page, it's just on the profile I need. All right, so we do have the Patreon, and I will work on that and make sure that I am managing it better. Incoming. Oh no, purple team, you have the unavoidable ass. It is the capitalisms, because we are in America, and this is the way. This is the way. The capitalisms are the way of the America. Gunshots. So, you know, if you do not wish to experience that, you can click the link that is in your chat and drop on over to the green team. They're flat in the back, no ass ever. It's wild. I don't know what happened. Otherwise, if you're going to go scoop pennies for us in the land of ass, we do appreciate those pennies. Those pennies add up, and we love them. We are appreciative of those pennies. We thank you very much. Those pennies could add up to a new mattress at some point. People don't feel pitiful for me. And also, our truck is dying, so I need them to feel more pitiful for me. Like, I need you, or actually, you know, value the fact that I am spending emotional labor and time. You know, that could work too. I don't know. I'm just being a shit ass now. I don't even know. Anyway, I never know how to shill. I suck at it. I'm uncomfortable by it. But there's the Ko-fi. If you are not wanting to see ass, jump over to the kick side, or I don't know, sub up. Or scoop pennies. We like that too. We'll appreciate penny scooping. Or if you want to make me stop babbling about random nonsense and you want to discuss one of my prompts, you can call me 720-927-6768. All of my friends are over at the emergency fundraiser. Every one of my friends, every one of them, they're over at the emergency fundraiser, which is important. So important. So if you don't want to, waste any moments, go over there and just give all the love into the fundraiser, into the vibe there, give all the validations. If you want to just help with the person in need that experienced a violent escalation today, just go ahead and click there and you can give them some assistance. That it is a comrade that has had a situation emerge that has caused an emergency escalation that we're trying to get help for. So you can either go and just be in solidarity at the fundraiser. If that's all you can do, that's amazing. Validating and loving on each other is an entirely valid way to show up, especially with everything going on in the world today. And so you can go over to the fundraiser and just be validating and loving to the friends there. Or if you are able to help monetarily and you want to drop a couple of dollars, that link is also there as well. So you get to make all of the choices. And any choice is valid. We appreciate anything you want to do in the realm of helping your fellow human. The more we come together and the more we're willing to help each other and love on each other, the better off we'll be. It's part of the problem with what's happening in the world around us and the things that we often feel like we have no hand in repairing. People have caused and built divisions amongst us and the fear of coming together in real solid ways. And so as often as we're able to practice solidarity together, have hard conversations together, and be accountable together, the more often that we do that, the more chances we have at survival, despite these evil patriarchal billionaires who do plan to escape. They won't escape, but they plan to try. It's wild how they think they can live in like one of those underground bunker cities and like survive together, because like we all know, poor people and stuff, we know that we're a social species. We have an understanding that we're a social species and we need each other. It's why poor people will give you money faster than rich people will if you're in need. It's just a fact. I don't assign morals and ethics to people that don't show those. So these rich people think that they're going to go down into these bunkers and live and rely on each other. These people that cannot make a grilled cheese sandwich by themselves. It's good. Oh, God. I may be dead and gone, but it will be amusing while I live to consider them flailing down underground. These people that don't like themselves, let alone anyone else, and cannot even make a sandwich. However, they do want to try, so I would rather live through it. Personally, I would rather change how we socialize and do things so that, we have an actual chance. Hey, we can have that discussion too, if y'all want. Call in. 720-927-6768, extension 800. We can discuss a prompt or something else. I mean, if you're courteous and respectful, we can talk about just about anything. Just about. Don't get pushy and cross some boundaries, because no, we won't have that discussion. I'll just read you for filth. Please don't do that to yourself. That would be not a nice thing to do to you. And you should be treating you with kindness, because you're the only you you're ever gonna get. And you shouldn't put yourself in the tank with sharks that will bite you on purpose. Like, that's unreasonable. Hey, if one of you wants to call and have a discussion, we can talk about how the accidents in national parks have gone down since COVID exponentially, and how the accidents that are left happening between animals and people. Guess who's responsible for all the incidents between animals and people right now? Do you have a guess? Men. It's men that need to go to the men's re-education spa for men. Yes, it is the unruly ass men. Did you all know also about men? Oh, and we'll do the comparison here. So, reasonable people like women, they tend to get bit by like snakes on the ankle or the foot. Guess where men get bit? Does anyone want to guess? Who wants to guess? Who wants to tell me where men get bit most often when they get bit by snakes? Come on. Come on. You can do it. It's very obvious. It might even be staring at you. If you guessed the face and the neck, you would be correct. It's the face and the neck. Yes. But these are the reasonable, logical people that are supposed to be in control and power, right? The people that get bit in the face because they have no sense. We could have that talk. 720-927-6768, extension 800. All right, I'm gonna have to talk about the content then. We're gonna have to show the thing I pulled for today's discussion. I have a couple of things, and I haven't watched either of them. Honestly, I have not. However, I feel like both of them are valid discussions. Just don't know. I don't know if I want to do this one on stream. Okay, so this one is probably the best one. Wait, hang on, thinker. All right. There is a creator that I enjoy very greatly. Hello, my lovely. How are you doing? Wonderful. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you slept well. All right, let me get this set up for y'all. Okay, this is Thinker and the Atheist Experience, which is a great show. I think y'all should be watching it. Excellent discussions, excellent thought, critical thinking. Oh gosh, examples of holy words are freaking hard. Hey, Jonathan, yes, I can see you. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome, baby. I'm glad. Is it soon? I bet you it's fast, huh? All right, lovely. I will talk to you after stream in about an hour. I mean, unless I'll probably hang out for a while in Purple Team, but I will still talk to you in about an hour. Hey, love you. All right, sorry, y'all. It's my wonderful, amazing offspring. Okay, Red Team, I have given you the link. Purple Team, here is the link. Oh, I had already given it to you. Green Team, link. Yeah, God doesn't exist. But if he did, he would be evil. That's the one that Carla got me on. She proved me wrong on one of my prompts one day because she called in and said, God can't be evil because God doesn't exist. It's like, oh, I know that. That doesn't make them want to discuss it with me, though, because if he did exist, he's evil. And he and I got beef. All right, anyway, I really, really enjoy the atheist experience. I really enjoy Thinker. Godless Engineer is fantastic as well. I do watch a lot of The Line and Recovering from Religion. Recoveringfromreligion.org is an amazing organization. So if you are deconstructing or having pain around faith-based things, you can go to Recovering from Religion. They have people in all um, phases of deconstruction and just questioning. Some people go there even if they're just questioning and they're painful questions. Because whether or not people are honest about it, when this stuff gets in you very, very young, it is painful to unpack. It is painful to come to terms with somebody that you thought was good being an abusive type person. It's really, really, really painful, and that pain is fucking valid. So I'm not going to invalidate that pain at all. I'm going to point you in the direction of recoveringfromreligion.org. They are amazing. They do amazing content like what we're about to react to, as well as they can lead you to therapists in your area that are secular. They have support groups. Their chats act as support groups oftentimes. They are beautiful, wonderful bunch of people that want to take the pain that these high obedience requiring faiths instill when people are unpacking it or being honest with themselves about these faiths. So I don't ever want to just leave people hanging. I am irreverent, I am a heathen, and I am an atheist. I don't believe. But if I did, if that fucker was real, he evil, y'all. Like way evil. But I don't believe that he's real. So we can go there, and I really never have. I'm not sure. No, I haven't. I don't think I've heard of that one. Can you give me a link? I would take a link. I don't know if you should be able to give me a link in that chat. If not, we share a Discord. But I would love a link. I love finding new people. I always am getting new people recommended to me, though. My algorithm is strange, and you can tell that they don't quite know what to give me all the time, but I am getting more and more interesting things and interesting voices on my algorithm the more I go into like the manosphere, and then like the places where we're having discussions about faith in honest ways, like the way these things intersect. And then I am a full leftist. I'm not a liberal. I know that a lot of you right-wingers don't know the difference. And if you want to call and ask me, I will explain that to you. That way you can understand I'm not a liberal. I don't fucking like liberals. And then you can finally understand the difference. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So if y'all want to call 720-927-6768 extension 800, I will explain to you the difference between liberals and leftists if you want to know. I mean, y'all should ask more freaking questions instead of like doing that Dunning-Kruger thing where you assume you know because you prove every day you don't fucking know. Because liberals suck as hard as you do, MAGA. Liberals suck the same toes you suck, even. They really do. Democrats suck the same toes MAGA sucks. One party, two factions, y'all fighting each other while to distract you from what they're actually doing above you, because it's an umbrella of hierarchy, and they will use you to be their distraction every time, and they will feed you what you want to hear to think that you are right. But hey, keep Dunning-Krugering your Kruger. Yeah, keep. I don't even know how I would say that in an ing way. I did try, and I'm going to give me an A for effort. But if you want to have that discussion, you can. 720-927-6768, extension 800. I will tell you. I will tell you the difference and why Democrats and MAGA, pretty much the same thing. Just different flavors. Just different flavors. It's like vanilla and French vanilla. I'm sorry, that was just mean. I I gotta apologize for that one. That one was just mean. I have shit asked. You can cancel me in chat. That is the thing. I have connected bots. You can cancel me in the chat right there. Hey, does that come up, by the way, on the bot thing when, or the screen when it shows? Does it show that? I think it does. It does, okay. It shows what the bot says too. Good. All right, I'm so sorry. I giggle. I'm so sorry. I have the fundraiser and on in my ear as well, and I just have to adjust the volume of it a tiny bit so that we can do this content and see what thinker and godless engineer we're discussing. Because the cool thing, the thumbnail showed was proving that learning about the Bible, learning the truth about the Bible, like basically makes atheists, which is actually how I became fully atheist. I wanted to believe it. I never could, and I never did, even as a kid. I got kicked out of religious school because other kids were asking the same questions I was, because I'm a fucking autist and I am a logic bot. And if it doesn't make sense and you aren't making it make sense, then you're not winning me over. And children in general are logic bots. However, sometimes autistic people are rigid, and we are rigidly logical. And sometimes, like, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Like, my brain cannot accept it if it doesn't make sense. Like, you can tell me it 50 ways, you can hit me, which they did, and it's still, all it does is make me not trust you. It doesn't make my brain accept this thing you're trying to feed it. So it never made sense to me. I wanted it to. I wanted to believe it. I understand all the foofy reasons you would want to. I mean, I even understand the people that do, like, the Pascal's wager aspect of, well, what if we're wrong, though, and then we burn in hell? Boo bear. Boo bear. Boo bear. Then it's not about anything but obedience. Then your idea of free will is a lie you tell yourself to feel better that you have an abusive parent threatening to burn you for an eternity. Because why? Which sin was it? Disobedience? Was this it? The original disobedience? Because you cannot tell me that eating a persimmon or an apple was a sin in warrant of burning alive. I mean, because I'll tell you what, as a kid, I'm pretty sure that I did way worse when I didn't understand. Like, when I was newly human and I was new to humaning, I made way bigger mistakes than eating fruit, yo. So, like, basically, you're saying that my parents were completely valid in cracking my skull open and cracking my head open. That was just a valid thing that happened to me because, you know, I was a new human making new human mistakes. Is that what you're saying? Tell me. 720-927-6768, extension 800. I will have the conversation. We can have a talk. It'll be fantastic. Hard conversations are hard. It's okay. We can have a hard conversation. So long as you treat me like a people, I treat you like a people, and then we just people through a talk. Call and people with me. Or don't. I'm going to turn on Thinker. Let's see. This looks like probably a call-in. Yes, it is a call-in show because they do call-in shows. They do also podcasts and things that we're covering from religion and stuff, but I really, really like Thinker and Godless Engineer. I really like how their brains work and how their brains work together. And, well, the other thing that I had for today was Porn Stash Grifter, and I decided I didn't want to look at Porn Stash Grifter's face. So, there's that.
Looks like we have somebody over there on the TikTok queue.
Porn Stash Grifter has a terrible face. I didn't want to curse you while I'm looking at Porn Stash Grifter's face either. It's a terrible face to be forced to look upon.
Looks like we've got Jaden coming up.
This is too
maybe, possibly. Looks like maybe. I don't know. That might be an accidental.
Sorry, Matthew Gospel. But this person was basically going at
that particular time for those particular types of evidence. We don't have 100% knowledge. Like, the best that I can say about Paul is that there was a person that wrote at least 6 letters or epistles that
my bad. It's my bad.
What would you
We're
like
gonna
to
start
talk
here
about today?
Well, I heard you bring up mythicism, and we never got to discuss why you think Paul didn't exist.
Oh, I mean, I think that Paul probably existed.
So what's keeping you on edge about it?
On edge about what?
On edge about what? Paul existing?
You said probably.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just the language of history. So, like, history is a probabilistic endeavor. We, especially at that particular time for those particular types of evidence, we don't have 100% knowledge. Like, the best that I can say about Paul is that there was a person that wrote at least 6 letters or epistles that goes by the name of Paul. It was written by one hand, it seems, with interpolations, save for some interpolations in various letters, but it's
well, and even Paul is like a translation of a name, I believe. A lot of those are translations of names anyway.
It seems to be there's one person that wrote at least 6 letters that we know of as Paul. He calls himself Paul, so there's no reason for me to think that he went by any other name. And even then, if he did go by another name, or he was a different person that wasn't named Paul.
It's funny how people of these religions and faiths will hold on and glom on to things like that. Well, do you not think the writers of the book were real? And I can think the writers of the book were real and still think that they were patriarchal asshole men that wanted to oppress and control other people. That they used certain tactics in order to make people afraid and to give people answers to certain things so they could control them. I don't know if I would call it answers. I don't know. It's all propaganda meant to make people compliant and willing to obey, because a population that consents to being governed is far easier to govern than a population who says no, get fucked. If you as your society stops accepting and consenting to the type of government that is governing you, you have like the Revolutionary War or the Civil War or something. Those are examples of the populace no longer consenting to the way they're being governed. So all of those books that are combined in the Bible, because they are written as a governing system meant to govern people, they're written in such a way that they would assuage certain fears and etc. in order to make people more compliant and accepting of their governing. I'm not saying that as well as I would like. Sorry.
then I mean, we're still referencing the author of those epistles as being Paul. And I'm actually preparing to publish on this particular point because I've been doing stylometric analysis on the letters, and I think that I've been able to squarely submit 6 to 7 of his letters as being written pre 70 CE. So
Sorry if I hit the mute button. I was brought a coffee.
right in that time frame that would put him, writing at the time that he's claimed to have written in. So I think that we've got fairly substantial evidence in comparing Paul's handwriting, his writing style to other religious writers at that time, and placing him in that
This
pre-70
is not quite what I thought it
sort of
was. I think I thought this was a podcast type thing where, because of the thumbnail, I got clickbaited. Hang on. But I can correct it and get an actual thing that makes more sense. Though I will watch this later because I do like it. But they clickbaited me. It's fine though. It happens. I'd rather be clickbaited by them than many, many other people. I'll tell you that much. But you win. Good job. You clickbaited me. You win. Oh, I will just be like, okay, you win. Sometimes that happens, you just got to admit. Okay, they clickbaited me. They got me. You can't be mad at it either, because, you can't be mad at it. It just happens. Sometimes people just do the thumbnail so good. You're like, oh, click, and you have been baited. Good job. You win. All right. Oh my gravy babies. We have 1 hour left, and I have to own my shit. Look, I'm gonna model accountability for you. Y'all. I hung out with my friends and I played games and stuff instead of doing work this week. I only this morning finished tomorrow's show stuff, and I did nothing for you for today in case nobody calls. I did not. I hung out with my friends and I played games. So I did not do my work for you. I have failed you this week. I did not prep anything for you for today. I did not. So yeah. I'm owning my shit. I'm modeling accountability. There it is. I failed you because I did not prepare anything, and I thought that I could pull something out of my hind parts, and nothing came out. I don't know how I was gonna end that analogy, but there we are. I have said something cursed. Oh my gravy. I am the problem. I am the problem. Fuck, I forgot to say. I am the problem. I am. I will admit it. Sometimes I'm the problem. Holy. Yes, so that is what happened. I played games. I played several games though. I played the D&D game with my friends, but I do that every week. It's scheduled. But the unscheduled gaming, there's this game called Icarus, and it's a survival game. And my friend made a server, and it is very easy for my little neurodivergent ass to just hyper focus into this game and just go task. And my brain has disappeared for days into this game. And that is what I did instead of working this week. And that is why I am rambling and babbling today instead of going over an outline of something that we could discuss in case nobody calls me. So that is where we are at. That is what I have done. Look at me model accountability and own my shit for you. I did not do the extra work. I have done a cursed amount of work for tomorrow though, and that's kind of why I didn't do the extra, is because tomorrow's topic is going to turn into a 3-part topic, and it has so many weird intersections that I have had to go like on a rabbit hole or into a rabbit hole that like turns different directions as you're like going down the rabbit hole, and then it turns this way and then it turns that way, and then it comes back around. So we will be talking about what I am calling the block-shaped balls and mini dicks saga tomorrow. Beginning tomorrow, we're going to probably talk about it for 3 Fridays because there's multiple intersections, and that is the only place my brain has been, honestly. And when you look at, if you go to the YouTube thumbnail and you look at like the description thing, there's probably, I don't know, there's probably 15 hours of content just in that shit. So that is what I have done instead when I was not playing Icarus. Sometimes that is what I've done while I was playing Icarus, because sometimes it makes me want to like scream or just when I'm listening to some of this content, and some, I don't know, some people are just too much to listen to. And when it's like cops behaving badly and like men with power waving other men's man cards around and shit, sometimes it'll get my passions up and I'll get a little extra. And so most of the stuff I did listen to while I was playing Icarus. And also I really enjoy Icarus. I want more DLC because I'm really enjoying that game, but I need to finish the first world. I have made 2 characters now because one day the server was not loading for me, and so I have a character that's like, I don't know, level 70 or something, and then I have a character that is level like 10 or no 15 now. I think. Aw, don't be wishing things like that, honey. That you are just going through a hard time, and it is hard. Hard times are fucking hard. Big hugs. You got this. All right. Let's me find a discussion point, or I'll just keep rambling for the next 45 minutes. I mean, that is something that I can do as well. I could just babble for 45 minutes about random stuff. I mean, that is something my autistic brain will do. Also, just because it has come up again, there is an emergency fundraiser happening over at our friend's place because we have a friendship that had a rather violent escalation to a situation, and so we are trying to raise solidarity and funds for them. Oh my gravy, wait. Holy, wait, what just happened? Oh my gravy, I was shouting you out when you raided in. Welcome in, Wax Phillip. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Vitingale. So good to see you. Hello, Seagull. Oh my gravy. Well, welcome in, Raiders. I guess the fundraiser is moving. Temporarily shifting while I am live. We have a fabulous bot. We have a very fabulous bot. This fabulous bot is programmed to tell people hello. And when I started off streaming, I do art, I sculpt and paint, and so oftentimes I'm not looking at the chat until we rebranded into this. I wouldn't be looking at the chat, and so the bot on Purple Team is set up so that I'll hear everything that happens here. So they can set off sound alerts to get my attention, and the bot will greet people. So if somebody new comes in, I can avert my attention from the sculpture or the painting and back at chat. So the bot greets everyone. And if you're an affiliate or above streamer, it should give you an actual shout out, as you can see it doing for Vitingale here. Hello, love. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How are you? Well, we love the solidarity and we love the love, and we appreciate you coming in. And everybody, please do go follow Vitingale amazing streamer. The vibe is always good. You always will find a good place to let go of some stress and detox and just find some of the most amazing energy that you can find anywhere on any of the socials. I will die on that damn hill. Oh my gravy, Velvet Avalon. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? Girl, you look good. How are you? Velvet Avalon is another amazing person that does streaming over here on the purple side. And y'all, I am part of a collaboration of some of the most beautiful, wonderful trans streamers in the business. And here is the links to all of them. There are lots of things to click, so just take a minute, go click through and follow all of these very amazing and wonderful trans streamers. While you're deconstructing patriarchy and decentering men and decentering masculine voices, go add some queer voices and some trans voices to the mix of who you're listening to. Get yourself out of the habit of going into the homosocial ick pond for everything. Make yourself a little pansocial. It will keep you safer from people grabbing your man card and going na 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 with it. I mean, unless you just enjoy having your man card waved in front of you. I don't know. I mean, is it fun, gentlemen? Is that why y'all do it? Is it just fun? Y'all are like, yes, I like it. Wave my man card in front of me. I have funner cards I could wave in front of you. Does that inspire you? If I wave the abortion funding card in front of you, does that make you want to fund abortion? I'm just trying things. I have different ones. Hang on. Let me find. Hey, go. Wait. How about if I wave breathing techniques for calming you? Will that make you less inspired to do rage things and hurt people? I don't know. I'm just testing things. I don't live in the homosocial ick pond. I'm trying things. It's an experiment. Kinda. Oh my God, you made my day with. Y'all are the best. Welcome in. Thank you for engaging my silliness. Yes, exactly, Vidingale. Is that how it works? Is that why the man card thing works? Because it works like waving keys to distract a baby? Is that... Put them to nap. Oh my gravy. Y'all are too fun. Thank you. Thank you very much for engaging my silliness. I love this. I really did fail to pull anything for discussion in case nobody called. And I'm so early in taking calls that, like, of course, a lot of times nobody's gonna call. And so I usually have like an outline of something, and this week I could not. And at one point, I was in the Discord with my friends, and I fucking went and I started to like look for something for today. And I ended up dropping my head on the table and just going, "Why are men?" and then giving up. There, I've admitted it. I could not mentally do any more men stuff today after diving down the block-shaped balls and mini dicks rabbit hole. That rabbit hole is like curvy and it like twists around. I don't know. It's worse than a roller coaster. It's worse than a roller coaster. And like some of it is just sending me. Some of it is just sending me. Definite mental health awareness. Yes, thank you. I do a lot of mental health stuff for myself. I have done a lot of therapy, and everybody do. You are worth every minute of therapy you do for you. You are worth every moment you spend learning to get to know you and love you. This society is so bad at allowing us to be ourselves and feel validated in ourselves that so many of us don't even know that we hate ourselves until like we start actually unpacking it. And you are worth that work. To be honest, you are the only person that will be with you from the moment you gain consciousness to the moment you leave it. No matter who loves you, no matter who's around you, no matter who you're in society with, that's it. And further, you are also part of a social species who learns from making mistakes. And the society tends towards telling us that we should feel bad for every mistake and that we should self-abuse for every mistake. Those are methods of controlling you. Those are methods of making you feel inferior and bogged down and like you can't solve the problems. And that will keep you from even trying. And that is the goal. The goal is to make you feel so overwhelmed and so inept to the job and inept to life that you will just not even try. So don't do that, where you fall into that, sorry y'all, I got a thing. Hang on, let me deal with this. So don't do that thing where you continue the cycle of self-abuse, where you allow them to get in your head and tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not enough. You're enough. You're enough. We're one of the luckiest species and one of the coolest and strangest at the same time. We get to kind of be like nature experiencing itself in this conscious, sentient way. And to our knowledge, because we haven't explored enough in I think in, but we'll get there, to our knowledge, we're the only species that actually can do that, to where we can reflect on everything so much, including ourselves, that we could literally hate ourselves. Like that's wild, and it's a very interesting thing about us. And this society, because these few powerful, wealthy men want to control everything, because they don't really like to share things. They've got the emotional intelligence of 5-year-olds. Well, and even younger, most 5-year-olds share shit. 18-month-olds, they've got the emotional intelligence of 18-month-olds. And so they act like they haven't ever learned to share, and they want to hoard resources. And in order to hoard resources, they have to control. And they want to control you and keep you from ever pushing back against their control. And so they bog you down with all of these ways to divide yourself from your fellow humans, which you're a part of a social species, shit ass. You should probably figure out how to be social with them, but let's let that be aside for a moment. You will also allow yourself to hate you for things you don't even understand. And you have been trained to not go and check the mirror and check yourself and look at what you actually think and what you actually feel, because that would be somehow conceited. That you will follow along with people and do self-harmful things and harmful things to the people around you without even realizing it. And that is fucking sad. And I know because, well, I am a part of this society and I had shit to unpack too. I had to do all of this work as well. And I still do. I probably will always be doing this work. And finally, I don't hate me. I don't. You can't actually, like, insult me either. Not in a way that I'm going to internalize, because I don't know you. I don't really care about what you think about me. It's really none of my fucking business what you think about me. I'm going to keep trying to be a better person. I'm going to keep offering a hard conversation. I'm going to keep trying to model this, because I think that giving up on half of my species really sucks. And so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give up I'm not gonna lie for y'all, make excuses for y'all, or bullshit anybody about the awfuls. But you're worth doing that work. I know now that I was worth doing that work, that there was nothing wrong with me being mentally ill, and I didn't make myself mentally ill. I did not hold a gun to my 3-year-old head. A grown-ass man did that. And the trauma, not my fault. It's not. My choices and how I respond to all of those abusive things, sure. My responsibility to figure out. And I have been working on figuring all that out, and I do my therapy honestly, and that's all any of you can do. That's all any of us can do. But once you start doing that, that is when you gain value for self, and you stop allowing others to devalue you. And you stop needing others to value you. The greatest tool I think that any one of us can learn is how to validate ourselves and how to love ourselves, and be willing to love ourselves so much that we will self-correct, that we will self-police, that we will look honestly at our own actions and behaviors and be willing to take ownership for where we could have done better and work on doing better. Take it as something that you learn from, not a whip that you crack against yourself. Because, you know, these patriarchs and stuff, they don't care how you feel. And they love it when this is how you handle every time you make a mistake. If this is what you do every time you make a mistake, then you're just making men like the orange Joffrey and the elongated muskrat have really fuzzy feelings in their pants parts. So stop doing this, because those men don't deserve to have any feeling in their pants parts. Sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there. Apparently I have feelings. I was also on the Twitter bullying the elongated muskrat, and he annoys me. For some reason, he knows it pisses me off to see him on my FYP, and so he insists upon being on my FYP. Fucker. And I refuse to not take up space. I will not. I will not give over and let him have it and think that he has won something. I will not. I might be a little ODD. That might be my flavor of autism. I am not sorry. I'm not sorry. Anyway. Well, I'm glad that you love my rants. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Because, like I said, I played with my friends and noped out on finding the extra content for today. Because when I started looking for extra content, my head just dropped to the table and I could not do it. I just kept asking, why are men? And that's as far as I got on pulling content for today. My bestie's going, you know, Pepper, you don't have to admit to everything. So she always tells me, you don't have to admit to everything. See, and then like I just decided to just briefly just explore if I could just find something, and I'm already going, oh my god, it was so cursed. It's Pride Month. I should not have to look at this shit on Pride Month. I should get Pride Month off. There should be the queer people should not have to look at toxic homophobic fuck faces during Pride Month. That should not be something I have to see during Pride Month. Y'all make me want to nope out on content for the whole rest of the month of June. I just don't even want to go to my FYP. You're pissing me off. I'm having feelings. Why are y'all like this? Like, why do you care what's going on? Okay. I don't actually have the gender critical discussion. I'm not going to. I just want to know two things. I won't engage it because it's not a valid, you have no valid actual point and no valid side in the discussion. So I won't engage it as if you are valid. But I do want to know two things. Two things of the bigot community. If the bigot community is willing to come to the table, I have two questions. Two. One, why the crap do you care what lives in my pants if you will never be invited to touch it? Okay, that's number one. Number the first question. Okay, very close attention. Why the fuck do you care what lives in my pants if you will never be invited to touch it? So that is number the first question. Okay. Number the second question. Why the fuck do you care what goes on behind my closed doors of my private domicile if you will never be invited inside of it? And I assure you, you will never be invited inside of it. Okay, those are my questions. Anyone want to answer? Any answers? Because I just made the mistake of going to my FYP looking for a little conversation piece for today, and I found it. I want to know that I am not going to engage. Your ideas are invalid. You are just hateful bigots, and I'm so sorry that you hate yourself so much that you need to beat up on me in my community because you know, I don't know. Do you not strike yourself well enough? I don't know. What are you doing wrong about in your self-abuse that it makes you need to like spin it out onto my community? Just curious. Asking for myself. Asking because I want to know. Anybody want to tell me? Hello, Legend of the 80s and Quick Finger. I'm so sorry that you caught me during rants. I'm not really sorry. I shouldn't say that because I'm not really sorry. I think I'm just supposed to. I think I'm just supposed to apologize for my existence. I'm supposed to be, and I do, which sucks. That's the suck part of trauma. Don't do that. Do not follow my example. Do not apologize for your existence. Your existence is fucking beautiful. You are fucking valid. You are so fucking special and cool that you are literally the odds of 1 in 800 billion chance of happening being born during the time you were, to the people you were, in the place you were. Like, that's kind of fucking wicked. You should probably treat you like a person, you know? You treat every fucking everybody else like a person. I don't know why you stopped treating you like a person, but I don't know. Don't listen to me. I don't know shit. All right, let me see. Oh, funny. Goods Bravey. Y'all, I gotta stop looking at my FYP. I keep like going, maybe I'll find a discussion piece. And I go over my FYP and it's either another left turn down the mini block, the block-shaped balls and mini dick saga, or it's some homophobic person being unreasonably homophobic during Pride Month. You know, you straight people get like the other 11 months, right? The other 11 months of the year are just all about you and your disgusting PDA that you insist upon putting in front of our faces and stuff. June, you can't leave us alone? You can't just fuck off and let us be? Why? Holy... It's unreasonable. Unreasonable. I do not accept y'all's bigotry as valid. Y'all are unreasonable. Oh, so much that, little Dragon Lee. Well, it's because they're so used to excusing each other's awfuls, and if we're not in the club, they don't have to treat us like people. It's what is wrong with these Christian faiths, is they're naturally otherizing, and they put people in the other category, and once once a Christian has othered you in some way, you're not a person to them anymore. And once somebody can deperson you, can take your very personhood away, they can do anything to you. You're as good as a fly in the room with them, or an ant crawling over their picnic lunch. Gods, I cannot look at my For You page. That's cursed. That's cursed. Orange Joffrey now wants to do a ground invasion. Wants to send our young men over to stroke his ego because he decided to fucking start a fight that now he wants to blow our way out of. Men, you're not sending your best. You're not setting the best example in the world here. Any one of you want to discuss it with me? 720-927-6768, extension 800. We can discuss how we correct this and get y'all to stop, being on the fast path to eradicating our species. I really don't like living through the apocalypse. Like, the apocalypse sucks. Gentlemen, can you stop? Lawrence, I need you to back the truck up. Holy. This is unreasonable. There is nothing that I can, just, do. Okay, boom, we'll do this real quick. There's nothing real quick, and everything is cursed. Everything is cursed, and it makes me upset to look at my For You page this week. I don't want to anymore. I'm done. I'm not looking at my For You page anymore. We're just rambling about Babel stuff because I'm not doing it. It's Pride Month, and y'all are burning my brain cells out with your awful, evil hatred for no good reason. I feel dumber for having even looked. Alright, we're just listening to music and babbling now. I refuse. I'm continuing my refusal to do work this week. I'll talk to somebody if they want to talk. I don't even care who. You don't even have to call about a prompt. But I refuse to do work. I refuse. I'm not looking any more content. I'm not doing it. I'm done. We'll talk about content tomorrow, and then it will be blissfully time for Saturday, and then I won't have to talk about content Saturday. So I'm not doing it. I refuse to work today. I refuse to look at any content. I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm owning it and admitting that I refuse and that I continue to refuse. Oh, goodness gravy. Yeah, no, okay. Here's the thing. All right. Let's have that talk. Let's go ahead. We'll have that talk for just a second. Little Dragonly.
You're not done yet, but I have all the news.
Oh, okay. Give me a second because I still have Red Team involved as well, baby. But I will take a musical moment with them and come talk to you here in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
I was just excited, so I had to let you know.
I am so glad. All of it. Heck yeah, I love this baby. Awesome. I'll be in there with you in a minute, or in a few minutes. Aww. My offspring is just the freaking cutest, coolest person in the world. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky. Y'all, if you have offspring and you are not, fanning, if they are not the coolest person to you, what is wrong with you? What did you do wrong? Why are you like you? Asking for your kid. Only slightly kidding, though. Only slightly kidding. Yes, I did. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, I was actually shouting that out when you raided in. That's what we were talking about when you raided in, Fighting Gale. And yes, let's go ahead and do that again since we are just kind of randomly talking. Our friend Nightingale was doing an emergency fundraiser because our friend Kaya had an escalation in their situation today that has turned into danger, and we need to help them, if possible, get out of said danger. So if you can assist, there is a link there, and if you have the ability, please drop a couple of dollars if you're able to do so. If not, drop a heart or some love and show our friend Kaya that, you know, while it sucks out here, we will validate and love the shit out of them through it. It does feel overpowering sometimes when that is all we can offer someone, and sometimes that's all you can offer someone. And it does matter. Being able to just feel valid, feel like people don't just feel like you're not just invisible in the world, that is valid. Being validated is good. That's why I want you to validate you as well. You know, I don't say the MAM thing. I want you gentlemen to say that to you though. I want you to say, I'm not that man. I'm going to be a better man. This is the example I want to set. I'm not going to say those things that you need to validate you with. I will validate you otherwise. But I want you to learn to validate you. And if you are actively validating other people in your community, you might turn that inward. So come on Saturdays, come and be part of the validation and stuff. Come and hang out with us and get in on the little bit of love fest that we try to do. We do that on Saturdays, 6 p.m. Mountain to 10 p.m. Mountain. We listen to music. We play Jackbox games. We validate each other and love up on each other. Come hang out with us and do that. Oh, Kick, I threw the link for Kick into Kick. That's funny. That's funny. Anyway. Red team, there is the Kick link. I will not give you the other link, which is spelled differently. You're not going to find it. Will not give you the other link until you have proven you have home training, because the purple team is a safe space. But if you go over to the green side and you show that you have great home training and you prove that, we will definitely invite you into the purple team where they get all of the extra time and love. Hello, Angel. Also, y'all, I do have a Patreon, and I'm trying to make sure that I get better at not only promoting it, but also putting all of the, I'll probably be doing unedited VODs. So, ooh, biscuits. Hang on. This is sick. Hang on. They gave me a QR that I can now add to the, I can now add a QR. Holy, this is great. Hang on. I'm so sorry. My squirrels are loose. Give me a second. Patreon gave me a QR. I've been waiting for a QR because you know how I have my QRs at the top here. And they just gave me a QR code. I'm very excited. Wait, is that just for the Patreon app? No, that's a Patreon app QR code. That is not my QR code. Okay, I was wrong. Anyway, let me give you this. Patreon. I will see if I can get a QR code for it. It's annoying, but it's patreon.com, and then the Ghost Pepper Lollipop is pretty generically like it is on the YouTube, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop a link onto all of the sides, and I will definitely get better at adding my stuff to the Patreon, and I'll put the VODs up there because I have all the VODs, all the unedited ones, and I had wanted to edit them, but I'll just put VODs up for y'all over on Patreon. And I will try to also make sure that I am looking for the live thing, because I think that I am able to do a live through here as well, and I will check that as well so that I can be more Patreon active, especially since the CEO of Patreon showed that they will stand up so strongly for and with their creators. I think that that's a big deal, And that kind of solidarity goes a long way towards our leveling out the playing field a bit. And y'all, as chatters and as viewers, y'all have the most power. Who you uplift, who you watch, who you chat with, and what chats you chat in, those are the people that you make more visible, and you have the power to lift people or drop people off the feed. So use your power well. Sticky. Well, because he does not represent either love or righteousness. He represents needing his ego fed and a demand to be obeyed. I don't really have as much ill will for the people being gaslit by the system of Christianity as I do the evil people spreading it that know full well it's not true or real in any way. So I don't really hate Christians or have any ill will towards Christians. I mean, there are some bad people, but I think that there are bad people everywhere. And I mean, Christians do have a tendency to do apologia for hateful shit. And there are a lot of Christian nationalists who I would say are fucking evil because of it. But your average everyday Christian, they're gaslit by this system. And so I would probably recommend mostly that if they're having questions or facing anything like this and coming face to face with people who are as irreverent as me, that I poke at things. If you're having an issue with that, I would send you over to Recovering from Religion. They have an amazing group of people that can help you unpack that. If you want to have a hard discussion with me, I mean, I'll talk to you. I match energy, so if you're chill, I'm chill. You get really nervous. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I'm autistic. I have social anxiety. I don't think evil is something that should be worshipped either, but I would say that if the Christian God were real, he's fucking evil. He doesn't care about anything other than obedience and having his ego fed. Ooh, it is? Oh, y'all. Let me start with this. I am part of an amazing group of trans creators. And like I was saying, you, the viewers, you have so much power. You have the power to make these voices relevant or not. You have the power to lift up the people and decenter the people that should be decentered. This is your power. So go here and click all of the links that I've dropped here in the chat. These are amazing people that you can uplift, that you can add to part of your decentering of the patriarchy, your decentering of male voices. These are all amazing creators who will give you a great show, a great vibe, and are just delightful fucking people to be around. So go click the clicks and do the follows. Yes, and we are boosting a fundraiser for our friend Kaya. There's been an escalation in the violence of the situation because, you know, bigots can't even be nice to their own fucking children. So if you would be willing to help Kaya get to safety, you can click and add a couple of dollars to the link there. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing as well, is because of what Christianity and the Christian Bible promotes. Even Christians won't even be good to their own children. They'll kick their own children out, abuse their own children, be violent with their own children, refuse to accept them, all in the name of their sky daddy. That's in general, that's not directly linked, though. Not good parenting is happening in that regard either. I'm like, the person that is hurting my friend, I just want to be like, oh, some people's children. We have 9 minutes left, so if anybody wants to have the discussion, or any talk with me. You have 9 minutes to do so. And then I am going to probably hang out with Purple and Green Team for just a little bit and listen to some real music because, it's a lot. Yeah, well, it happened this morning. The escalation happened this morning. Yeah. I agree, Bitingale. It happened this morning. And thankfully, our friend trusts us enough to let us know when she is in need. And when she needs to be squished on. Oh, well, call in and talk to me, because let's talk about what aspects of it is God's fault. So you want to answer to me, so the original sin. What's the original sin, Sticky? In fact, because you have social anxiety, I'm just going to go ahead and break the rules for you. Let's go. Let's do it in the chat. What's the original sin that we're all so guilty of that we must be burned in eternal fire unless we stroke Sky Daddy's ego and suck his toes hard enough for him to forgive us? What's the original sin? Let's start there. Answer that, and then we'll move forward in the conversation. I give you time. No pressures. So let's go ahead and look at original sin. The original sin that God is so mad at everybody for doing. What was that? I know, Scary. I know. But that's okay. I understand social anxiety, so I'm not going to force you to do it that way. I get it. I should probably put us in a different chat. And you know what? I will create a chat for this in case you have like bad social anxiety. Because I am an autistic person, and I understand that sometimes some people need to use a more non-verbal discussion method. So let me see if I can create a chat for this for when we're live, because I don't really have an issue doing that. So let's see. Let's call it. Let me see. What could we call that little channel? I'm gonna give you a well, and I respect you as well. I simply don't want you to be abused by a system that is not going to care about you and have you do self-abusive things. I'm more worried about people than I am in any way. I don't know how to phrase it. I don't look down on. I'm not like wanting to harm people, or I actually want to break the harm. You know, I don't want to leave people dejected or with nothing, and that's why I'm always, oops, I typed it wrong. I'm always advocating that people go to recoveringfromreligion.org, because they really are less irreverent than me oftentimes, because, you know, I have my own trauma and things, so I say things my own way, and I can kind of be a little prickly for some people. And if I poke somebody, I want them to be sent to a place where they can go and get a switch. So, but also if we have people that have a harder time verbally expressing, then I should have a space for that, especially as an autistic person that literally chose to go nonverbal as a kid, which they abuse you for, by the way. Adults hate it when you just won't. When you just won't. They really, really don't like it. All right. I create this little thing and see if it will work. Oh, it requires me add other things. Damn it. Okay, I don't know how to set it up yet, but I will look at some way to set up like a separate chat space or something for if people need to have a more nonverbal discussion, because that can be challenging. And thank you for feeling safe enough to share with us. That's got to be hard. And I do respect you as well. I'm more worried about the harm that's done in that system and under the name of that particular deity. And I'm more worried about like the underlying psychological things that happen when we excuse certain behaviors within ourselves. Like if we're willing to, I forgot to take sorry, I have arthritis and I keep having to medicate just a little bit to get through. And then I forget to take the bleeding thing down. So my bad, I apologize. Let me get y'all this image so that we can discuss what I'm about to discuss. And the image, some of us are more image oriented, visually oriented, and this may just help us get there. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Biscuits. My OBS just got mad at me. Don't get mad at me, OBS. Forgive me, OBS. Forgive me. Forgive me, please forgive me. Oh, okay, I think I'm forgiven. Okay, OBS has forgiven me. It's okay. We're okay. We gotta be careful. Sometimes OBS gets a little unforgiving with me. It'll go and crash on me or something. Okay, here we go. This is what I want. All right, let me adjust it so that we can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the rape culture pyramid. Okay, the way it works. Okay, well, have a great day. I'm gonna keep the discussion. The way the rape culture pyramid works is the bottom level is the light, smallest aspect of what we will permit for ourselves. So if you begin accepting and saying, oh, it's okay to catcall, you will escalate the forgiving yourself for catcalling and move up that pyramid, and you will accept grabbing people by parts they didn't give you consent to touch, maybe, and so on and so forth. So everything that you will excuse yourself doing, tell yourself it's okay to do, and normalize in your mind as acceptable, you will escalate further, and eventually to the point where we have people literally making excuses for Israel doing genocide. To the point that they texted me before I had coffee this morning. They got the answer that they should have expected, but I bet you I was not on her bingo card. And I just realized that we have made it to the end. Holy, y'all. We did. At least the end for our YouTube friends. Which, thank you for sticking around at all and having any conversation with me, Sticky. And I will work on that. I should work on like a space for the people that have a harder time with being verbal. And I know that isn't always like the most appealing to people trying to watch a show. And I'll make sure it's on the screen and stuff. I know that's not always the most appealing for people that are trying to watch a show or something. And I really feel like it's something, a space that could be beneficial, because sometimes it is hard. Like hard conversations are hard, and until you have normalized yourself to feel safe having them, especially the neurodivergent, it's even harder. So maybe if we can make some accommodations, we can get the conversations started, and that would benefit us all, I think. Yes, I think so, Scary. I think people are too stuck on what they want God to be instead of how God is utilized. I think that is really, really well said, and I appreciate that perspective. And Vitingale, thank you so much for carrying over the context for everyone. That is so good of you. I need to get better at reading. If I'm going to add the nonverbal aspect for people, I need to make sure everybody can see what I'm responding to, so I will work on that. And thank you so much for carrying that for me today. You are so thoughtful and so kind. Thank you so much. Red team, I'm gonna kick you out of here because I can't play the music I want to play with y'all, and we're just gonna go hang out and be silly together anyway. However, if you would like to join in that, red team, I will invite you to join the Kick. I know Kick does not have the greatest reputation, and we make things, as the viewers, we make them what we want to be. We set the example we want to see, and when we take up space and set the example of good home training, places tend to become spaces of good home training. Look at my beautiful, wonderfulest purple team, who you could not always say that about the purple platform. You could not. But now, because of the example we've set and the space we have taken up, I can confidently say that purple team has superior home training skills. All right, y'all. You are wonderful, red team, and I hope that you do all of the best self-care and come back tomorrow when I'm a little more put together and I actually do have an outline for tomorrow and a discussion, and I've done all the research. And if you go and look at the pending, you can access all of the stuff that I have listened and watched for that part of it. I am still running into more and more, and there are turns in the rabbit hole that I've taken that I have a whole other set of links for, which I'm going to get all of the links together, but it's so much information. It just keeps spiraling in weird ways. So keep up with all of those links in the descriptions. There's so much information there if you want to dive down that particular rabbit hole on your own. Do know that that thing corkscrews in places though. So we will be discussing block-shaped balls and mini dicks tomorrow and for the next 3 weeks of Fridays. And I do hope, YouTube, that you go forth and do that thing you do. You have not forgotten. I do not believe that you have forgotten what that thing you do is. Every time you say or think a bad thing about you, you say 2 good things out loud. And you do not get to repeat the same 2 good things in a 24-hour period because, well, you have to learn to make a good habit of this, and you won't do so if you just repeat the same 2 good things. So go get to know you and get to know the good things about you so you can tell them to you, because you will believe you. Okay, go forth. Be good to yourself. I will see you tomorrow, red team. You're beautiful. Hey, red team. Bro, you look good. All right, see you later. Go away now. We have to go play the proper kind of music. I see you later, red team. No, for real. You gotta go. Bye-bye, red team. We love you, but we can't play the music we want with you. Bye-bye.